Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most effective techniques from my book, How to Talk to Anyone. Think of these as your secret weapons for acing any social situation. We'll unlock the secrets to making a dazzling first impression, forging deep connections and having conversations that sing. Picture effortlessly navigating networking events, captivating rooms with your presence, and having people hang on your every word. This isn't about tricks or manipulation, but about unlocking the natural charisma within you. Get ready to ditch those awkward silences and embrace the power of genuine connection. Are you ready? Let's dive in. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and darling, they're right. The first few seconds of meeting someone are crucial. In that short span of time, judgments are made, opinions are formed, and the tone is set. But don't fret. Mastering the art of the first impression is easier than you think. First, let's talk about the power of a smile. But not just any smile. I'm talking about a slow, genuine smile that crinkles your eyes and lights up your face. This isn't about plastering on a fake grin, it's about letting your warmth and approachability shine through. Think of something that brings you genuine joy, and let that feeling radiate outward. Next, we have eye contact. Now, I'm not talking about an intense, creepy stare down. It's about holding someone's gaze just a beat longer than usual, conveying genuine interest and attentiveness. This subtle cue speaks volumes, making the other person feel seen, heard, and valued. And finally, never underestimate the power of a warm greeting. Instead of a generic hello, try something a bit more engaging. A slow, genuine smile, warm eye contact, and a heartfelt greeting are your secret weapons to making a lasting impression.
All right, you've aced the first impression. Now let's keep the conversation flowing. Small talk often gets a bad rap, but it's the bridge that leads to deeper, more meaningful connections. Think of it as the warm-up act before the main event. One of my favorite techniques is what I call the big baby pivot. It's simple, really. When you meet someone new, imagine them as a proud parent showing off their adorable baby, even if they don't have one. Ask about their interests, their passions, their work, anything that lights them up. People love talking about things they're passionate about, and this technique makes it a breeze to find those conversational goldmines. Now, let's talk about body language. Fidgeting, tapping your feet, or constantly checking your phone signals disinterest and boredom. Instead, maintain open and inviting body language. Lean in slightly, uncross your arms, and make sure your body language screams, "I'm interested in what you have to say." Nodding your head, tilting your head slightly to the side, and making eye contact all signal attentiveness and engagement. Remember, small talk isn't about discussing the weather ad nauseum. It's about finding those conversational sparks, listening attentively, and using your body language to build rapport.
Have you ever met someone and felt an instant connection, like you've known them forever? That, my friend, is the magic of rapport. And the good news is, you can learn to create that magic with anyone. One of the quickest ways to build rapport is with the eyebrow flash. It's a subtle yet powerful gesture, a quick raising of the eyebrows that signals recognition and connection. Think of it as a nonverbal hello, I see you. It's a subconscious signal that says, we're on the same wavelength. Next, let's revisit the power of a smile. But this time we're talking about the flooding smile. This isn't your average everyday grin. It's about letting your smile slowly spread across your face like the sun breaking through the clouds. It conveys warmth, genuineness, and creates an instant feeling of connection. By using these simple techniques, you'll be well on your way to building relationships that last. Remember, building rapport is about creating a sense of connection and shared understanding. Chapter 4. Become a master listener. In the symphony of conversation, listening is the conductor. It orchestrates understanding, builds rapport, and makes the other person feel heard and valued. One of the simplest yet most effective listening techniques is parroting. No, I don't mean repeating everything someone says verbatim like a robot. It's about reflecting back the essence of what they've said, demonstrating that you're truly paying attention. For example, if someone tells you about their exciting weekend trip, instead of just saying, "That's nice," you could say, "Wow, it sounds like you had an amazing adventure." It's a subtle shift, but it makes a world of difference. Remember, being a good listener isn't about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about being fully present, engaging with the other person's words, and making them feel like they're the only person in the room. Chapter 5. Navigating any social situation. Social situations can sometimes feel like navigating a minefield, but fear not. With the right techniques, you can confidently handle any social gathering, from cocktail parties to business meetings. Let's say you want to join a group conversation. Instead of awkwardly hovering on the periphery, wait for a natural break in the conversation and make eye contact with someone in the group. Once you've made a connection, approach confidently and subtly mirror their body language to create an instant sense of rapport. Now let's talk about those dreaded tough conversations. The key is to remain calm, listen attentively, and try to see things from the other person's perspective. Instead of interrupting or getting defensive, use phrases like, "I understand how you feel," or "help me understand your perspective." This shows empathy and creates a more productive and respectful dialogue. And finally, let's talk about the art of the indirect compliment. Instead of directly complimenting someone's appearance or achievements, try commenting on something they're wearing or something they've done. By approaching each interaction with confidence and authenticity, you'll navigate the social landscape with grace and ease.
Networking. The very word can send shivers down your spine, but it doesn't have to be a dreaded chore. With the right mindset and a few handy techniques up your sleeve, networking can be an enjoyable and fruitful experience. One of the easiest ways to break the ice is by finding common ground. Before attending an event, do a little research on the attendees and see if you have any mutual acquaintances. Mentioning a shared connection instantly creates a sense of familiarity and makes it easier to strike up a conversation. When you're chatting with someone new, resist the urge to launch into a lengthy monologue about yourself. Instead, share interesting tidbits about yourself that relate to the conversation or the event. For example, if someone mentions they love to travel, you could share a story about a memorable trip you took. This keeps the conversation engaging and helps you build rapport. Follow up with the people you meet, nurture those relationships, and watch your network blossom.
In the business world, every interaction matters. Whether you're meeting with clients, colleagues, or superiors, mastering the art of professional interaction can make all the difference. Let's start with the humble business card. Instead of stuffing it in your wallet and forgetting about it, take a moment to jot down a few notes about the person and your conversation. This small gesture shows that you were paying attention and helps you remember them later. Mirroring body language is another powerful technique for building rapport in professional settings. Subtly mirroring the other person's posture, gestures, and energy level creates a sense of harmony and understanding. But remember, subtlety is key. You don't want to appear as if you're mocking them. When leading or participating in group conversations, be mindful of directing the conversation to include everyone present. Make eye contact with each person, ask for their input, and acknowledge their contributions. It's about treating everyone with respect, communicating effectively, and building strong relationships that benefit everyone involved. The delicate dance of criticism and compliments. Both can be tricky to navigate, but with a little finesse, you can handle both with grace and aplomb. Let's start with criticism. First and foremost, don't take it personally. Everyone makes mistakes, and constructive criticism can be an opportunity for growth and improvement. Instead of getting defensive, take a deep breath, listen attentively, and try to see the situation from the other person's perspective. If you find yourself on the receiving end of a compliment, resist the urge to deflect or downplay your accomplishments. Instead, simply say thank you. Acknowledge the compliment with grace and sincerity, and move on. Remember, accepting a compliment is a gift you give to both yourself and the giver. And finally, if you witness someone making a minor social gaffe, the kindest thing you can do is to simply overlook it. By focusing on the positive and letting those minor missteps slide, you create a more enjoyable and forgiving social environment for everyone. By approaching every situation with empathy, understanding, and a dash of grace, you'll create more meaningful and fulfilling connections.
Thanks for watching. I hope these tips have given you the tools and confidence to master the art of conversation and build deeper, more meaningful relationships. Remember, the key is to be your authentic self, approach every interaction with genuine interest, and never underestimate the power of a smile. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on improving your social skills and building strong relationships. And be sure to check out my book, How to Talk to Anyone, for even more tips and techniques. See you next time.